And I'll read our little public comment just to be safe. Public comments. General public comment must deal with matters subject to the jurisdiction of the city and the council that are not on the agenda. Anyone wishing to address the Parks and Recreation Committee on matters not appearing on the agenda may do so now. The public may comment on any other matter listed on the agenda at the time the matter is being considered. There will be a time limit of not more than 3 minutes for each speaker. No action will be taken on matters brought up under this item, and all comments will be referred to staff. Okay. And I didn't put on here, I've been putting on here to have committee member updates and staff updates. So I forgot to do that. So I'm going to go off agenda. Is that okay? And Kyle, do you have anything new that you want to share? Any update on anything?
Not that comes to mind right now, but I will let you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Brandon?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Mayor Kerr?
I do know that the Parks and Rec Committee now has $1,000 budget for this year.
Oh.
So yeah. So I'm not sure how we access that, or what kind of parameters there are, but pulled a little bit in for PNR.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Of course.
Thanks.
Yeah, and that's starting the fiscal year. Is that July?
July 1.
Till July. So
Yep.
we got to be wise with our money. We got a whole year. That's not, but that's
It's just the beginning. See
No,
what
it's
we can
great.
do. See
It's
what we
great.
can do. And when you don't have a lot of money, that's when you get really, really clever and creative.
And we are all very clever and
Yeah.
creative. All right. I am also going to switch up the agenda items because I really want to do the park celebration planning. I want to finalize that first, and then we can do the other things. So this Saturday, officially from 1 to 3:30 at our beautiful little park, set up around 12. We have Sustainable coming. Kim just emailed me. They're going to be doing, I think, garbage waste, something. They need a couple tables for that.
Okay, good.
Yeah. We will have the arts committee there to do handprints up on the bathroom wall. Allison and I were down at the park on Sunday and picked out some colors that kind of match the playground. So
Because
that
none of the colors match.
well, they kind of match.
Kind of. So we
Is it just,
tried to
is it just the
find.
paint that was available? Is it?
Well, no, I have to go buy it. I need to find out
Oh.
from Ron what type of paint. That's why I was
Okay.
hoping he would be here. I don't know if it needs to be exterior paint or can it just be any paint, or I wasn't
So you didn't
sure.
get a hold of him?
No.
Okay.
I was hoping he'd be here tonight. So I will definitely do that tomorrow. First thing, get a hold of him.
Karen,
Yes,
do you know, is John going to join us? And
he
or
might be running late. He had, after he was off the phone with you, he had a meeting to get into.
okay.
And then he said he might be late for this meeting.
Okay, and is it possible, somebody's pinging me, somebody could be texting, but could you text Ron? I think Ron's an important person when we talk about the parks thing.
Okay.
Or
I know-
actually, Karen,
Sorry.
Ron could, if you could just have Ron call me in the morning, that's
I
fine.
will. Yeah, I know that Ron's got a commitment tonight.
Okay,
Yeah,
Yeah.
if he could just call me in the morning, then he and I have a whole list to ask him about, so that's
Okay,
fine.
perfect.
so
Thank
yeah,
you.
so John, it was John texting and he said, I'll be late for the meeting, may not make it at all.
Okay,
So
Right.
that means we get to assign them things.
Is that's the rule? We don't show up or we're late. We get a lot of tasks for
yeah.
the next month. Great.
Denise.
Good
yeah.
to know.
I'll take, I've got my ear out while I'm working. I'm gonna take a couple of notes about the paint and,
I have a whole list for Ron,
okay,
Karen, so
I'm
don't
just
worry
gonna
about
have
it.
him call you in the morning then.
Yeah, so
Okay.
don't you
Sounds
worry
good,
about
Terry.
trying to figure out what I need to ask him. Just
Okay,
have him
sounds
call me.
good.
That's easier for you.
So
So,
you were going
handprints.
over who's coming. So
Right.
SRO Arts,
and then
handprint.
the arts, we're doing the handprints on the bathroom. The park system with Kevin Raskoff is coming. CAG will be there with the ice cream. I need to confirm that maybe a police car will be there,
Yes.
and Tamsi will not be there.
Okay.
And we have music, the Jinxes. I don't know if Brandon or Kyle, you know who they are.
I
They're
don't.
a nice little couple here in the Oaks. I love their music when they were
Nope,
out.
they don't live in the Oaks. They
or
live
I mean,
on-
in
they
Delray
live on-
Oaks.
Yeah. they
Delray
live
Oaks is
on
what I meant.
Rosita.
Yeah, Delray Oaks. When they are at the arts show that we had, I even bought their CD because I just really like them.
That's great.
They're very charming, very folksy.
Her last name, the Jinxes, or the band name?
That's the band name.
Hmm.
It's Kevin Smith and Deanna Smith and Kevin. I don't know what Kevin's last name is. She's a dance instructor and he works at the Weekly.
Oh, great.
Oh, I know Deanna.
Yeah, Deanna Smith. Yeah. MPC teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Cool.
she and her husband.
So they will be there. And Allison's partner Jerry is doing some little cutouts so people can put their faces through and take little pictures. So that'll be fun. And I bought some gold ribbon and some bigger scissors so we can have an actual ribbon cutting ceremony that we're planning on doing at 1:30. I do need to get a hold again of John and or Ron to find out if we have any pictures of the future basketball court, because I would like to put those on poster board and set those up so that people can see what's going to be coming.
Mhm.
Also, I'm going to put some signage up to steer people down to our lovely new bocce ball courts. And was wondering if anybody has bocce balls just for the day.
I do.
You do, Brandon? Would you be willing to let us use them on
Yeah.
Saturday? And if they get lost or something, I'll.
Are they
repay for those.
sentimental?
Everything's sentimental.
That's a really good answer.
Unless you're a robot.
I'm only half robot, so I have some
I'm
feeling.
just trying to gauge how sad you would be if one of them got lost.
I don't think I'd be that sad, but I'll probably be hanging out at the bocce courts. So
Okay, that would be great. That would be great.
can't
So-
spell bocce without B.
You're on a roll tonight, Brandon.
That is hilarious. So one thing Terry and I think I've been talking to John about this, and maybe Brandon, if you want to hang out down there, that'd be great. Is do we want to have a sign-up sheet for a bocce team?
Oh, like you mean beyond the party?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Like
Would you be on it?
on the team?
Or if we had if we started a little league, is that what you're talking about,
Yeah.
Allison?
I have
So
no
maybe
idea.
just-
How many
just-
people do we need on a team?
2 or
2?
4?
Minimum probably 4, I guess.
2 against 2?
Yeah, or 1-on-1.
Mhm. But we could do, I mean, if you don't mind being down there, Brandon, we could have a sign up sheet just to see if people are interested, just to kind of get the ball literally rolling.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll do a sign up sheet for that then too.
Even if it's just a social thing or just like, hey, let's
Yes.
play Wednesdays.
Yes.
Well, no.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
My
probably
dad's-
works better when you have a regular date and people
Mhm.
do or don't show up, you know?
Yeah. No, I think that's great. It could even be every other week if it doesn't want to be, but let's just see who would be interested and we could get to the nitty gritty part after we just see who would be interested in that.
Oh, there she is.
Okay. So thank you, Brandon. That helps take care of all that. Hi, Denise. Good to see you. And then the other thing that we are going to have on our table is our mission statement, just because that's nice since we worked so hard to get that done. A sign up to see who is interested in teaching classes and what kind of classes. So beyond the few that responded from the survey, we'll have a sign up for that.
Great.
And I think that is it that I have written down. Does anybody have anything else to add?
Hi, Denise.
Hi. Sorry I'm late.
That's okay.
We just went over kind of who's coming, and I'm hearing a lot of Terry's going to do things, but Brandon's going to man the bocce ball area. So SDRO is coming with compost. The arts will be doing the handprints. The
CAG is doing the ice cream.
regional park. Sorry. I
Yeah,
just wrote
regional
Brand-
park will be there with a table. CAG's doing the ice cream.
And then the Jinxes will do the music.
Mhm.
We'll have a little ribbon cutting.
At
hoping to
1:30.
we're hoping to have the basketball layout,
Mhm.
right? So it's like, this is
Yes.
where it's going to be, and a picture, hopefully.
Yes.
And at our table, a mission statement and a sign up in case you're interested in teaching a class.
Mhm.
And then Brandon down at Bocce Ball will have a sign-in sheet for anybody that may want to consider a league or games or pickups or, whatever.
Okay. Great. So what is out? What do you need help with?
I think we're good. Just come and have fun.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice. It's not an all-day event.
Mhm.
So it's pretty short, and it is celebrating the park and our new equipment and everything that, in the new bocce ball courts and the future basketball court. So really, just to have families come and hang out at the park and just be there and be, have some community time.
Oh, great. Who's
Yeah.
supplying balls?
Brandon's going to bring his own bocce balls. Yeah,
Okay.
he's got a set.
Do you
and
have
he's-
some?
Let me double. I think I might.
If you could have a second set, there's two, right? So Brandon could be monitoring both. That'd be great.
Yeah. Let me look. I think I do.
Okay, that would be great,
Been a while.
Denise. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, I feel really good about, our little party, and
Excited.
great.
I just want to add that in particular, the arts and the handprints, if you have some time, go up and volunteer to help. There's
Mhm.
only a couple of people on the arts committee that are available. And
Mm.
so I don't want them to, miss out on all the fun. I mean,
Sure.
they're going to be the fun, but just to give them like a little, breather,
Yeah.
Okay.
and that way everybody can just walk around and say hi and then go
Yeah.
back.
Get some ice cream.
some
Yeah.
ice cream. Yes.
Yeah.
Do they have? They're bringing everything they need for cleanup after people get their hands painted. All covered.
I'm taking care of getting the supplies for the art
Okay.
committee. So
Okay.
I'm getting the paint. I'm going to check with Ron about tarps and tape. I am going to get a container of wipes, just even though the bathroom sinks are there. I don't want the bathrooms to get completely messed up. So we'll do both. We have the bathroom and
Yeah,
the
I don't think
wipes
you want to rinse paint down.
paint in there. So
You may also want to make sure that all the paper supplies are full on Friday.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Oh.
Carrie, when you talk to Ron.
all the paper supply. Oh, paper in the
The
bathroom.
toilets, yeah,
Okay.
for hand washing and I don't know when he does that. I'm sure there's a schedule when he does that. I just want to make sure that.
Okay,
not
I'll
running out of
talk to
people
him
in the
tomorrow.
party.
I'll
Just
talk
so
to
you
him.
know, typically on Fridays is when he stocks up because we have the park rented most weekends.
Perfect.
Oh,
So, yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect.
Yeah, so I will take care of getting, after I talk to him tomorrow, I will take care of getting all the things needed for the arts committee, because they are lacking some people right now.
Yeah.
I think like I said, that is all I have from the notes from before and what I've been writing. And, and just as you see your neighbors, give them a personal invitation to just come down and have some ice cream and be there. And my understanding from what Kristen said to me is that they're buying already individually wrapped ice cream. They're not doing the scooping and everything this time. They're just,
it's I think.
yeah. So they're
Yeah.
just going to do that, which
Good job.
is going to make life a lot easier for them. And
I would ask if you guys could be there at noon. I mean, there's always something last minute, whether it's helping to move a table around, or I know my Jerry is committed to 3 different things at the same
wow.
time. And so, he's going to bring a squirrel and a bee and a butterfly, and he needs to place those, but he also needs to place the microphone. So it's like, I know that he can't do all these at once. So
When should we be there to help set up? It would be noon, like or
around noon.
12:30? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'll have to leave before 3, so I can get there early to start to do a lot of that kind of heavy lifting early, set up and stay for an hour, and then.
Great. Thank
Yeah.
you, Kyle. That
Sure.
would be wonderful.
I will
Thank
do
you.
that. Yep.
Thank you.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
And I think Matthew is not, he may be gone now. He had there was a death in the family,
Oh,
and he was really torn between which he would do, which is why John did a special swing, inaugural swing for him. So he won't be with us, unfortunately.
wow, that's too bad.
I know.
Oh.
Okay. All right. I think we're groovy on that. So next item is we have been talking about a movie night, and Kyle and I were talking about that too, probably a month or so ago. Pretty much, Kyle, you're taking the lead on this. So is it just, we just need to set the date? Is that?
Yeah, I mean, once we have a date, I can start getting as much information as I can from the 2 gentlemen, Mayor Curry, you put me in touch with, and start figuring out exactly who we need to talk to, how we get the equipment, what the process is, what the prices will be, all of that stuff, or if they have things that they can loan us, or we just need to figure out what weekend we think works. So I was thinking, Megan mentioned that, fall weather is especially nice, and doing something for maybe Halloween, or is that maybe that's too late?
I think
But-
Halloween's a little too late.
Okay.
From the light,
Mm,
well, I mean, actually from the light, it does work, but it starts getting a little cold too.
that's true.
Yeah,
Well,
late.
I'm gonna grab my calendar.
Yeah, I'm looking at.
Say that again, Denise.
Oh, I was late September, early October is usually really nice.
Yeah.
And It
When
gets-
is the picnic?
oh,
I have,
We-
I had a flyer here somewhere.
I think it's October 1st.
Okay.
or 2nd.
And
Well,
that's
thank
a
you, Karen.
Saturday? or
October
Sunday?
1st is a Saturday.
Oh, okay. Is it October 1st, Terry?
I don't know. I'm just
You
looking
know
at
what?
the
I've got a
calendar.
flyer. I'll look.
Okay. the
Usually-
calendar.
Usually they're on Sundays.
Oh, well, then that would be the 2nd.
So, yeah. So I don't know if you want to have a fancy weekend with a movie and food.
It's Saturday.
It is
Saturday.
You
Saturday.
guys know, yeah, October 1st. I
Okay.
got a flyer.
That's new.
well, that's an idea. Piggyback on because everything's going to be set up already for that.
So it's Saturday, and then so have it Friday night or Saturday night.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Because if it's Saturday, they're set up for the picnic already.
If they're getting set up for the picnic on Saturday, if we did it Friday, would we be in their way?
I would say we do it on the other side of the park, the bocce ball area.
Oh yeah.
So there would be no, because I'm assuming they're gonna have tables placed where they want. And so I'm thinking if we do it on the other side, we're also being respectful of the folks on Angeles.
Oh, that's a good.
And and I just like the idea of us using all the various spaces in town, not
Yeah.
just the one little area. So that way we don't mess with CAG, but we tie together. It becomes, a weekend. I don't know about you, Denise, but which is why I remember them always being Sundays, is I would come home exhausted
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
and just, and so I wouldn't want to go to a movie after, it's like I'm all sunny and, it's like, ugh. But that's me. I don't know. How do you guys feel about it?
I've never gone to the picnic, so I can't give an honest answer about
Yeah.
how that is.
Brandon, Kyle, how do you feel about a Friday or Saturday night? Does it matter to you?
It doesn't much. I think I don't know. I think either one is fine. I think I'd be more inclined to go on a Saturday.
Okay.
Probably, but
Okay.
it's not that big of a difference really.
Put some. Okay. Oh,
What
Okay.
about you, Brandon?
I don't know. I managed a movie theater for like 4 years. So
Uh-oh.
Friday nights were like date night, dinner and a movie. Back
That's
when
true.
people did that stuff.
And what was Saturday night?
It was like hit or miss. But it was like consistent because you'd have matinee plus like day
I
and
think
night.
it's
Either way, you'll be fine.
I think it's
So
true
if-
that like some people might have Saturday weekend plans, but Fridays are easy to slip something in, right? A lot of people are working and looking for some entertainment and to end the week
Lounge
at the
yeah.
park would be nice. But if people have travel plans or visiting family or something, that might interrupt a Saturday.
So when at school, our PTO does movie nights and they do it on Friday nights. So if we're gearing towards families, and we get a pretty good turnout at school on
Okay.
Friday nights. So that might be a nice thing where families can just grab something, eat and come to the park and put out their blanket and have dinner, watch a movie. And then
Right.
they have the whole weekend ahead
It
or
could be
something.
it could be Friday films with friends and family.
Woo!
Love it.
I couldn't
Like
work Del Rey out
that.
to that,
So,
So
do we decide September, is it 30th or 31st Friday?
yeah, Friday would be the 30th. September 30th.
Oh, is that? What do you call it? A holiday weekend?
September 30th?
is that Labor Day?
Oh, no.
No, that's September 1st, right?
No holiday.
October, I think we have Veterans Day in October.
I was just, yeah, you're right.
No holiday on that Friday. So tentatively put it down for the 30th and then maybe Kyle just see
Sure.
if that's going to work. We have time to switch it if that date doesn't work. I know the weekend before that, the 23rd, is the Monterey Jazz Festival. So that's probably
Oh,
not a
okay.
good time to be doing
No.
it.
Yeah, true. And
Um,
I'll be in Iceland. I don't have to be there, but it's no big deal. But that I'm gone for 2 weeks.
Nice.
Yep.
It's your baby. We'd like you there.
I'd like to be there. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so tentative the 30th.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll touch
And
base and see what it requires, how much lead time we need, if we have to rent anything, who they work with, and what supplies we should be planning to
Yeah,
get,
and
how
what-
much they've got that we could use. So
and the cost and all that.
yeah, and
good stuff.
they're Monterey City employees. Maricourt, is that?
So
they-
this is Rick Johnson. He's like.
He's
mad
the
about
Monterey
the world.
Business, is he still the
Monterey.
president of the Monterey Business Association?
And I
Yeah.
think and Kyle, you really need to know him. He's our veterans affairs point of contact guy.
Okay.
And just an all around nice guy. He's getting ready to retire, in 12 days or something.
Oh, yay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Exciting.
And he'll tell you he's the longest serving whatever he is.
Yeah.
And so he's a good guy. And he just,
Okay.
he lives on Portola. So he's offered, he loves the idea of films. So let's make this happen. And if you need me to, mention to the Monterey mayor or something, could you please help make this happen? Let me know.
Sure. I'll keep you posted.
We're
Yeah,
playing
I'll
together.
touch base with them as like tomorrow, as soon as I can, and just get that conversation started so we can start figuring out what it's going to take. But we have plenty of lead time, thankfully. So
Perfect.
Okay, yay, that's fun. All right, and then the one other item that was on the agenda was possible classes to be offered. So Mayor Kerr and I were talking about coming up with a application type. We can't just say, oh, you want to do bird watching? Great, come and do it. So there's, a little bit more. So I did a real rough, have you ever taught this class before? And, how many do people need supplies? What do they need? And just a whole bunch of different things that I put together just kind of as a rough, and I should have pulled it up and I didn't, sorry about that. But it's just something to think about. And you said to Mayor Kerr that John was asking the legal department about some things
Yeah.
with that.
They he has been gone for the month of June, and
Okay.
so I will make sure that he has a copy of.
So for next meeting, I'll pull that up and we can maybe look at it and fine tune it, depending on also what the legal department says, because we do want to make sure we know what people are really teaching and how that's going to look.
yeah,
Yeah.
Since our Parks and Rec Committee name is behind it, we want to make sure that it's going to be a good experience. And also to see if, hopefully people will want to volunteer their time. But I did put on there, are you going to expect to get paid or charge a fee? And
Mhm.
I
I
think
think
that's
we need
something.
to. I think we need to play with John and Karen. We as a committee don't have a way of taking money,
Mhm.
and so there's nuances involved in that. And then if something's canceled, then
Yeah.
I want to make sure that we're not asking City Hall to do a lot, especially the
Right.
first year. Let's see what it takes for us, right? Let's
Right.
experience the bumps ourselves. And I know that Karen will be happy to help however she is asked, but
As always,
let's try and keep it. I would suggest the first year in particular that it's going to be not pro bono, but as we get going, we would love your graciousness and
To volunteer.
helping
I
us
agree.
show the way. Then next year we can talk. But
Right.
yeah.
then
We're
we
kind
figure
of
out-
test driving some of these.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And I would hope that's what people would want to do. I would hope people would want to volunteer their services. And if they don't, then we wait in a year before we ask them to do something.
yes.
And hopefully we'll get more names on Saturday too. So that'll be great.
So
Mhm.
Karen, I know you're here and you're not technically listening, but what if we had a sign up sheet for email notifications?
Oh, that would be great.
General City, is that something I could ask you just to give us a sign up sheet and we can have it at our table?
Yep.
Will you be
No
there?
problem. I am going to be coming back from a little getaway with my daughter,
That's right.
which means I'm going to be there, but not the whole time.
Okay.
I will be late.
Yeah, if you could,
But Lee is going to be there. She's going to be taking pictures for the Acorn,
okay.
and kind of making the rounds.
So if you're welcome to email that to me. I'm happy to copy it and bring it, Terry.
Okay.
Or have Lee bring a couple.
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
Okay, thank you. I
Yep,
think
no
that's, and then, and I'm trusting that that's the email list that all of our Parks and Rec announcements go out to, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
on our website, and everything that we send out in an e-blast, including your Parks and Rec committee, goes to everybody on that list. So if it's a, budget committee or city council, planning commission, I sent out the e-blast for the park opening, that kind of stuff.
And thank you.
Yep, you're welcome.
I had a phone call from, or an email from a mom. We originally had it on the 25th. Stop me if I've already told you this, but this mom reached out to me on the 24th and said, "Oh my God, what time? Where do we go?" Mia is like or Milo. It was so excited, and
Oh.
Milo is 3.
Oh,
And so I had to say, "Oh, hold that excitement for 2 more weeks," but I can't wait to meet Milo. So
yeah.
if we have one Milo and one Stephanie and one, Cleopatra, I'll be thrilled.
Yep.
Get a couple of kids. So
Yes. Well, we were down there, Mayor Kerr and I were there on Sunday, like I said, and then my husband and I were down there yesterday when he came home very briefly, and he was like, "Tell the committee they did awesome. This playground equipment is just awesome."
Saw so many people using it. I took one photo, but I didn't want to get too close because I didn't want to be a creeper, like photographing other people's families and stuff. But there were like, every time I go by there, there's both swings are being used. There's kids on the playground. It's amazing. The other one, I used to work out on the playground equipment because there was never anybody using it. I was just doing pull-ups and stuff on it. It's great. It's actually getting some use. It's exciting.
And the rubberized matting is so great.
Yeah.
And it's warm too. Like if you sit on it, it holds the heat in. So if it's a little windy out, it's a good place to sit. No, it's very fun. And I actually yesterday kind of went and crawled all the way up into the equipment. And it's very fun. Yeah. And the bocce ball courts look beautiful.
No, they
Oh
went
my-
in so fast and they're like perfect and professional and
Oh,
beautiful. I don't even
beautiful.
want to walk on them.
Yeah, they're
The dirt's too
beautiful.
perfect.
So it's very exciting for our little committee considering
and community.
and
Mhm.
community. But I mean, exciting
That's
that
all-
we
that's
got
all
to be a
us.
part of it.
For
all
Parks and Rec committee
style.
members only, we're gonna put a sign. No. I had something that I wanted to mention that is kind of different from what we've been talking about. So when there's an appropriate time,
It's an appropriate time because I think we've hit all of our agenda items.
awesome. I'll try to see if I can find a photo, but I was in Kansas City recently, and we were like driving through a bunch of these cool neighborhoods, and some of the smaller suburbs had a really cool thing that was like, I think you've probably all seen them. They're like on light poles and electrical poles. Sometimes it's just a tiny banner, like a little flag that has like the city crest, and it's colorful and it's kind of everywhere. So when you drive through the neighborhoods, it's or through like downtown, it's kind of I don't know, it's not showing off the city, but it's I thought it was a really cool way to give the cities that we were in a kind of a unique feel. They were like bright orange little, 2-foot tall banners with the city name and crest on it. I thought that'd be something to be neat to consider for Delray Oaks as a way to kind of set us apart. Or it just looks super professional and really cool that like the city had like done. It's not, I guess it's not branding, but whatever that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can find a photo and I'll
Yes.
share it.
It was dressed up. It had a-
Yeah, it just looked really, it
Yeah.
I made me smile. I was like, it's cool to see
Yeah.
the city kind of proud of itself, and it adds
That's what
color,
it
and
is,
it makes
pride.
it feel, it makes it feel like a community, it just,
So were they
Um,
going like down the neighborhood streets?
it's like they kind of stick off kind of facing the traffic, if you're on all the roads, kind of coming off of light poles or electrical poles. They just have like, 2 arms that come out and a little colorful cloth, like flag of sorts, but it's like for the city's name or motto or whatever.
Hmm.
So it's like, could you envision that along Portola and along Rosita, or would that go? I'm
Yeah,
just trying to think the main thoroughfares,
yeah,
But if it's
that's what I was
facing-
thinking.
Exterior folks coming through, then you're talking like 218, and that gets complicated because of Caltrans.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I was thinking 218 would be ideal, because when I mention I live in Delray Oaks, even people that live like in PG are like, wait, where is that? I'm like, it's like if you're on you know where the Safeway on Fremont is? It's like I gotta like direct them. It'd be cool to have it kind of not plastered everywhere, but have, yeah, like here, let me show.
We have a new family in town, and the wife does branding. And they have a 2-year-old, and she's gonna have another one any minute. Makes me happy.
So this isn't exactly what I was seeing.
If I could, just so you know, we do we have the specs for the tree and the stuff that's on City Hall as well. So we could use that on that in the branding.
Yeah,
Oh,
Got it.
you
Yeah.
guys can see the
Yeah.
little.
Mhm.
okay.
So
Can't remember
it's
what it's
like
called.
that, but a lot of the different suburbs, not, this is like Kansas City's, like, you know, it's a big one, obviously, but a lot of the smaller little neighborhoods would even have their own kind of color scheme and these little flags kind of scattered around everywhere. And it just seemed like a cool idea. I was like, that's really nice. It kind of, yeah, makes it feel like one unit. It makes it feel
Nice.
like, yeah, you're displaying your community pride or something. So I just thought that was neat and thought I'd share and see what you guys thought.
Love it.
So I don't know, that's probably a pricey thing to consider, but I think it'd be neat to have Delray Oaks kind of showing itself off.
I know for the picnic, they used to always they put some banners out, and it definitely like spruces up the place, and it would be fun to have some in the park if it couldn't be in, or,
Yeah,
Right.
totally. Even if,
Yeah.
yeah, if we start small and just see.
right, just a couple
once
in the
we-
park, just to give it a little bling and a little color.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that'd be really cool.
There's
They
pools.
could
on the
match-
side, too.
I'm sorry, Brandon, what'd you say?
There's already pools at the park. You could kind of,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's definitely places that can hold those.
Terry, they can match the colors we chose.
what colors?
Oh, I'll show you. They're very bright. I haven't bought them yet.
We were trying to find
Oh, where did we
colors
go?
that blended both the new piece of equipment and the old piece of equipment, because they're very different. And so we were
Yeah.
trying to find something that could, is shades of or something. And so we went through a lot. And what we're thinking is having the handprints in these colors to start drawing the look and feel.
All right, so it's the top, so it'd be this green
Yeah.
and then that blue and then a very orangey yellowy color. So those are the three. Can you see them? It's hard to do this. So
Looks good.
Purple too.
We kind of
Purple.
walked around and looked at the bathroom and looked at this piece of equipment and this piece of equipment. They're far enough away, so.
because the top equipment is very primary color and our new equipment is more tealy kind of, blended color. So trying to find colors that blend with both, I guess. So it'll be what it'll be. It'll be great. It'll be
Mhm.
happy.
And everybody has to have a handprint, right?
Hopefully.
Well, I know you have a handprint, Brandon.
And we thought we would just tape off up to a certain point, and so the handprints will just kind of be on towards the bottom, not just crazy all over the place. So
Yeah.
it'll be a little more confined.
That makes sense. I like that idea.
And we were also thinking of just the front of the bathroom. There's also a wall that faces the baby area. And we
Mhm.
were thinking, I think it was Denise wasn't it you, Denise, that was talking about the blocks, that we could block off that wall and everyone,
Oh, I don't know
could,
if it's me, but that's a good idea, yeah.
Milo could have a square, right, of whatever Milo loves about Delray Oaks or something, right? And then it becomes Milo's square. And then next to it is, Josephina's, right, and all the way down.
Oh, so you just need some painter's tape making it like a grid pattern.
Yeah.
Not this Saturday. That's
not
another
this
day.
Saturday.
That's another
No?
day. No, that's a
actually
whole
not that
nother
hard to
day.
do. That would be,
Well, when the arts committee doesn't have people,
Right.
oh, that's too.
um,
And so I think the handprints are a great intro, you know,
Uh-huh.
and then hopefully we'll get to know more and more about the kids. And I was just thinking having that something special there, that's where they're playing, right?
Mhm.
You know, and they see their own thing and, you know,
Look at it and print 5 years later and see how it grew. Yeah, that's good. That's
yes,
pretty.
yes.
yeah. Yes,
So-
yes. All right.
We accomplished a lot.
Yeah,
Way to go, Terry.
way to go, everybody. Any last thoughts, Brandon,
Oh, no, I guess,
or questions or anything else?
when the trail starts and the new tennis courts are developed, is that something we'll have input in as a committee?
I don't know. What kind of input were you wanting?
Oh, you know, like the color scheme of the tennis courts and
Oh.
all that, those little details.
So, yeah, I don't know when the next tag meeting is and when the next design is, but I'll definitely see. I'll ask somebody
Oh, okay.
where we're out in that, and you know, if it's, I think we're down to those kind of nitty gritty details. You know, if you wanted to rearrange it or something like that, I think that boat has shipped, or the ship has sailed. But I'll let you know.
Oh, okay.
Do we know the timeline now that Measure B?
No, but I can tell you that they've always been thinking a spring, you know, shovel in the ground, and estimated anywhere between 9 months and a year for construction.
Once they start,
That's
once
a lot
they
less than I was
start.
expecting. Wow.
that's not very long. That's
No.
awesome. So
Yeah,
if they
that's-
started next spring and they'd be done by the end of the year, that would be amazing.
That'd be a lot of construction. That'd be a
Yeah.
heavy amount.
Well, you know, you look at it and, you know, I mean, the major stuff is going to be the underpass.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The rest, it's some grading. I mean, the underpass and the switchback are going to be the construction pieces. The other stuff is about grading and paving. You know,
Mhm. Mhm.
so we'll see.
And
Yeah,
they
that's
have to put that out to bid, right?
I think they have been.
They have been already.
Right, because remember, one of the presentations, she mentioned how they have already saved money on the tennis courts. So they're already gathering
Okay.
the data. So we will have another vote. The council will vote on like a final design. And I don't know when that's coming up.
Okay.
Some people are saying August, some people are saying December.
Well, there's a big difference.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, so we'll see.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
All right. All right. Thanks, Brandon. And Kyle, any last ideas, thoughts, questions?
No, I will follow up with any information I get about what the movie night will require when I get some details, and then we can talk more next month about it.
Okay, great. And Denise, anything you want to add that we didn't cover? And then if you can find your bocce balls, you'll bring them on
Yep.
Saturday.
Yep.
That's so great. Thank you so much. And Mayor Kerr, any last, anything?
You guys have done an amazing job, and now we get to have a party.
Oh, it's so great.
It's great.
So
Our
exciting.
first formal event that we organize.
I
It's
know.
super exciting.
It's exciting, and there's going to be, you know, it's going to represent the entire city, and you know, it's good.
It is good.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, next meeting is scheduled for August 6th. So I'm probably Zooming again, but in case something else comes up, might do it in person. We shall see. But as of now, we'll Zoom it.
Okay.
Denise,
Okay.
did you have something to say?
Nope.
Oh. And Kyle, you had something?
No,
Oh, I thought you wanted to share something. You were looking for the right time.
Oh, that was the pole banner thing. That
Okay.
was what I jumped into. Yeah, yeah. And I found that they are called pole banners. So I made a note. I'll bring it up later if we want to keep considering something like that. But I figured out where to start that discussion.
I love it.
Maybe we could have the the Fortag people pay for it, and
Yeah,
we
we
put it
might.
all along the trail.
Maybe they already have some like signage.
Then
for
we
the-
wouldn't have to pay for
Yeah,
it.
they're only like $2 a banner, depending on how fancy you get, so they're not super expensive, just nylon stretchy stuff. So something to consider.
Okay. I like it.
Interesting. Interesting.
All right. Well,
Okay.
thank you all once again.
Nicely
Yeah.
done, Terry.
Thank you, Terry.
As
Thanks to
always.
everybody. It's
Okay, see you
everybody.
guys on Saturday.
See you
See you Saturday.
All
Okay.
right.
Thank
Saturday.
you.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks,
Bye.
Karen.
Bye.
Thanks, Karen.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Karen. Bye.